Hey everyone, Brian Jenkins here. Welcome back to Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, or as I should ask the thread title to be changed to, Brahman Jenkins Gets Upset with Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, especially this mission, where a few weird things happen. Before we get into those, let's go have a briefing.
Ghost Leader, we have a situation emerging on the ground. The zone is scrambled and we have no intel on enemy forces.
Scrambled? But Mitchell already took out the guardrail.
The situation is still unclear, but we're getting a handle on it minute by minute. Captain Mitchell, what is your status?
Now entering Zocalo Plaza.
Alright, changing the thread title at this point, though, would kind of be pointless considering we're very, very close to the end. This is pretty much the penultimate episode, to be honest. It's fairly long. It took me about 40 minutes to play through it, but it only came out to about 28 minutes. And I almost lost, pretty much everything. And I'll explain that when we get towards the end of the level. This is the first section where you're going to see a cut. There's several in this episode, and it's because I died up here. But I think I did it pretty well, see? I mean, I even got the scrolling down. So I'm getting better about those, sort of. And the issue here is that, as you saw, I had a couple red diamonds up in the air. There they go again. And there's a few guys on that balcony. Now, I tried to position my team on that flower box to my left right now, up ahead, and that didn't go well. It turns out they don't take cover behind that, they just stand there like fucking idiots. So I had to go and kind of move forward over here. I need them over there to deal with these guys out here if they can. I don't trust them to do that on their own. So I'm going to have to go and do the majority of work on this, which is not unnormal, or not really unexpected at this point, I guess. Unnormal is not a word. So, grenade, well, I threw that right back at myself. Good job. I really miss the Ghost Recon Future Soldier arc about now. I've been playing that quite a bit, and it's a lot of fun. It reminds me of why I like the Ghost Recon franchise, all that stuff. The major point is that it doesn't have as bad a cover system. It's not as clunky. And it kind of simplifies the button layout a bit, which is very much appreciated. Now, as you can see here, I'm pretty much exposed in this spot, so that's kind of dangerous. But we gun him down. Man, this guy just takes forever. Eventually I picked up on how to hit these guys without having to zoom in like that, and I start using that to a pretty good degree later on in the game. So once again, my team is going to be my scouting party. Let's send them out again. Now we gotta deal with more scrambled area stuff, which is just annoying. And especially at night, where I can hardly see anything as it starts with, but then you get this stuff.
In position.
Don't forget, Captain. You can use your thermal goggles to help locate the scrambling source.
So you'll probably recognize most of this area. It's actually the area we played in the mission where we rescued the president and the Mexican president. And, I mean, this hill is exactly the same, except it's night. But I really think this was a space-saving move in the early days of the Xbox before a lot of developer tricks emerged. You know, using the resources over again is something that's as old as Mortal Kombat, really. Or even Mario, considering the clouds and the bushes are the same thing in that game, just different colors. So, it's sort of a texture swap to get this to look this way, which I thought was interesting. I didn't think about that in this game until I played through it again and noticed this is the exact same area as the second actual mission. The fun thing about the scrambled areas here is that they're fairly short. The zone isn't that huge, but I still have trouble seeing everything, so I don't want to get surprised by people coming down this hill or anything like that when I go in there. This level has a number of snipers, a number of in-placed areas, and it can be difficult to get through some of those things if you're not careful. And it's just like any other level, to be honest. Alright, And let's pop in behind this thing. Yeah.
Okay, Mitchell, the zone is almost clear. We still need one final scrambling source. It must be destroyed.
Alright, we're going to see a bit of a cut up ahead that I made that I shouldn't have made. I was trying to figure out where the sniper was. He's over there. And I died to him the first time through this level. And I had to restart, and what happened was I restarted pretty much at the edge of that thing. I took a step forward and got sniped out. Did it twice more. And I just finally said, to hell with it, took a step backwards the next time. And hoped my team would deal with this guy, because he seems to have laser accuracy. So the cut was poor. I apologize for that. And there's actually two guys up here. If you only thought you had one, which I did the first time, that's what you get. So I don't trust that they're all dead yet, but we'll go with it.
Moving.
We're very close to the second scrambled area. The problem is that it's in a location that's inside a building, and you have to fight through the building, go through all that stuff, and you can't quite see everybody because it's dark out and you have scrambled vision. So that's just a fantastic little thing they do for you. I don't understand why Barnes, the CIA guy, keeps telling me that my night vision works, because it barely does in these sections. I mean, it still gets scrambled really badly, so I still have trouble seeing everything. I think the guy's dead. No, there he goes. Yeah, protracted gun battles, whatever. So we're fairly close to that building. Not a bad spot. These guys, if they saw somebody, would shoot them, but I don't trust it.
Move now. Moving now.
Actually, right now, if you look at it, they're in peaceful mode, as it were, just because I had told them to be in. I had not told them to go back aggressive, so they may not actually shoot anybody in here. I think when they get fired upon, they'll shoot back, though.
We're still reading another scrambling source in your zone. Find and destroy it, Captain. You're back online, Captain. We need you to locate that scrambling source.
Move. Moving, Captain.
Let's put these guys ahead of us. Yeah, what I really want is a very large-scale firefight with a bunch of people I can't actually identify because I can't see anything on the screen. Thanks, Ubisoft.
Captain, I have to reload.
I'm basically depending on my guys to do most of the fighting here, but they can do things like identify which targets I should be shooting at. That's a tree. I'm pretty sure there's a sniper up there, but there isn't, as it turns out. So I'm going to keep looking for him. You'll notice Johan there has been very quiet with his rocket launcher. Pretty much, he won't fire that thing unless you tell him to in these sections, especially. Oh wait, watch this. He was going to shoot it.
Moving, Captain.
When he does shoot it, it's kind of hilarious to watch him just wreck somebody's day with that thing.
Weapons free.
Here he goes. I love it. And then Bo's firing his grenade launcher into that building. I mean, that's pretty good squad AI, knowing that they have to get some distance on these things. It doesn't make up for the number of times where the squad AI has been terrible, though. Really, the AI in this game is very rudimentary. I'm increasingly impressed with Ghost Recon Future Soldier, which is, the follow-up to this game, how they've handled AI and handling a squad. Okay, this is why they should not have these jam sections at night. I couldn't see that was a wall. I couldn't identify it as such. My brightness is turned way up on my TV.
We have you coming in loud and clear,
On the
Captain.
way.
We now see the bad guys.
Roger
They're
that.
moving into
Aggressive.
defensive positions on all sides. They are at multiple levels from the ground up. We should have company soon.
Okay, Captain, check your HUD. We need you to head to this group and target all hostiles.
Alright. So, does that parking garage look sort of familiar?
Let's go. Move it.
Well, I think it's the exact same one we rescued some presidents from. But I'm actually not entirely sure. This looks a little different at night, doesn't it?
In position.
Nothing there, thankfully.
Advance. Moving.
If you look immediately to my right... Oh, there it is. There's just pieces hanging off that wall. That...
Reloading now.
It's not like this game has destruction or anything like that. It's just laziness. Someone should have picked up on that when they put those textures together.
Soldier needs help. Go.
Bo's lying down in the dirt there. Johann seems to be... Jesus Christ. He seems to be some sort of magnet for bullets at this point in the game. Jesus Christ.
Attack.
Just turn fire. I've never seen anyone absorb that many rounds at this point in the game. But here we are.
Move. Moving.
Bo and Jose Ramirez have been with me all game. And I don't think they've taken as many bullets as this guy will in this mission.
Let's go. Moving, Captain.
This mission is also going to introduce something to us very late in the game that we may not have been familiar with yet, but I've mentioned it before, and that is permanent death of squad members. And we'll see how the game handles that at the very end of the mission. For the life of me, I cannot find where the hell I'm supposed to be. I'm actually off the map now. That's the problem with putting the waypoints at the top of buildings. I don't know where the entrance is to this building. So I'm just going to keep circling around until I find it, I guess. And they put it at the very end of the map, which you don't know that you have to be there. It's just a very weird design choice. So my mistake on this one is that I try to shoot people, and my guys don't take cover. Look at that. Within about 20 seconds of coming up here, everyone's dead. This is pretty simple. All you have to do is direct your Black Hawk to take out people and things. Now, my entire team is now down. And I'm getting rushed by these guys. So, you can imagine I'm super not happy right now. Once I clear out these two guys, though, I'll have a chance. Because they are the only two that can really hit me from there.
Target destroyed.
So let's clear this out. Now, you'll also notice that Jesus Christ. What I should have done is, instead of healing Bo, I should have gone over to Johann there. Should have healed him up. And what's the end result of that? He dead.
Target eliminated.
He's dead, he's out, I can't use him. So I am now down to 2 people in my squad. That's just awesome. That guy's actually at the bottom of the building I'm in. So let's fire on him. Watch this. Fucking drive-by.
Target eliminated.
Gotta love it. So let's have this thing blow up these helicopters and pretty much be done with this section. I really wish we held on to that helicopter, though. I would really love to have helicopter support for the rest of this level. I mean, it's halfway done.
Black Hawk fighting fine work, soldier. Cover fire. Roger.
Oh man, sorry Johann. I don't even know what your real name is.
Black Hawk to ground.
Someone's probably gonna correct me.
General Martin is preparing to offer General Ontiveros and his aides the chance to surrender. Captain, we need you on the roof to provide overwatch in case the rebels get the wrong idea.
Alright.
Back on me.
Protect General Martin again. Yeah, we do a lot of protecting that guy. Alright, this is a fairly straightforward set piece that we're going to walk into on this one. They tell us not to fire unless there's an issue, but they pretty much tell us to shoot right away, without really any explanation of it. Yeah, spoilers, I guess. So my squad isn't severely crippled by the loss of my my rocket guy yet. You'll see where it can get a little bad, but he wasn't really firing off. I think he shot maybe 2 rockets the entire game before he died. So we're not in a bad way, which is actually really good news for us. It also means one less guy to jump in my way when I'm trying to do things. It also means one less meat shield, and both of my current meat shields are at almost no health. So that could be a concern.
Sorry, Captain, I got a bug out!
Coming on you!
This is like the worst hotel. This is literally the worst hotel.
Contact!
Scott, keep an eye out on the upper floors. If you identify any threats, take the shot.
That area we have to go to, that building there, that's going to be important in a minute or two. And I'm going to take out the tank gunners first, because I don't trust them. This plaza should look very, very familiar to those of you who've watched this entire thing, as this is exactly where we started off the... Oh.
The general is pinned down. Watch for snipers, Scott. They may attempt to target General Martin.
Yeah, this is the plaza from the second mission, as I've said. So not only did they reuse the streets, they reused the plaza.
Set up a rally point. Your new objective is to move to that position. Reloading now.
Alright, let's gun down a couple more of these guys. Hey, and Abrams. They'll clear out my problems for me.
Moving to you now, Scott!
People, I need a sitrep on General Martin's condition.
That's nothing. The bastard winged me. Just a bunch of spray and pray. Mitchell, make us an opening in that place. Use the tanks as support.
I think the problem there is General Martin actually did die, because he just reported to us from Limbo once again. So, you'll notice here that... Well, let's get our good friend Bo in here, I think. You'll notice that we don't have a rocket guy, and we're going into 2 tanks. It's a problem. Let's get somebody with a boonie hat, because our headgear assembly is now complete. We have a helmet, no helmet, and a boonie hat. And our options aren't really good either. I don't have the option for a rocket launcher, but they give us a tank. Hooray. Now let's go through 8 minutes of dialogue.
Okay, Scott, I'd say we're ready to pay General Ontiveros a visit. Repeat objective. Reach the palace.
Destroy it.
Firing!
To me!
Forming on you!
Okay, Mitchell, get us in. Use the tanks as support.
Position! In position!
Heavy armor is moving into your sector, Captain. Heavy 1 standing by, ready for orders.
Yeah. I don't understand why that happened, but there was a lot of consideration on this one. So, I realized what happened here a little late. Watching this video last night, and then coming to do commentary today, I realized this tank can't actually attack that other tank that's directly in front of it right now. The one it's aiming at on the screen. It just can't do it. It's not possible. Even if it has a clear line of sight, it can't do it. I don't know why that is. I don't know who decided on that one. But it makes for an interesting situation. What you're supposed to do is run the tank all the way up the right side. Just keep it moving. And then when it gets into the tank on the right there, you have it shoot that one, and then it goes and shoots the other one. And the problem is, the second it gets out of the area there, it can get shot by that other tank. And it can shoot back too. So, it can't tank snipe. This isn't Battlefield after all. But it's very frustrating if you learn that after the fact. Because I do this thing tankless. That one has been injured by the other tank that popped into the square. So, let's watch me do this without really any help from a tank. At this point, I'm ready to leave Cousin Bo back there if it comes to it.
Back on me.
Forming on you.
Just look how pro I am.
Take him out, Captain.
Now, we're going to see something. A couple of things. I'm just showing you what happens if you try to do this tankless and what you get assaulted with at the end. 3 people. Actually, it's 4 people. Oh, I died. Now, let's show you what happens when the tank works a little bit more. Now, I should mention that I cut out about a minute and a half of just useless video just getting back to this point. So I basically have rushed this tank forward. I can't aim at that tank at all right now. So even if I got this tank through this section, it would die because it can't shoot return fire on that thing. It can still shoot at me though. So, 1 shot. Good enough for me. That tank, I still can't aim at it. No matter what I do, I can't aim at that other tank. And that's just the same message you gave me before. I didn't talk over anything new. So, what happens here is, right there, these guys are going to start spawning in with no cover for me, and the tank won't shoot them, and I got hit by something there. I don't know what it was. It reduced my frame rate. I think it was actually a tank shell. And there goes my tank. Fantastic. So I almost got it through. And as you saw for a brief moment, the other tank was actually visible.
Need medical intervention here. Go!
So now I have to avoid that other tank by getting behind this burned out one. Here's the problem with that. These guys are continuously spawning over here. So I'm completely exposed with no cover whatsoever. I honestly don't remember this ever happening on any of my other runs through this game. I thought this was an actually easy section before. But for some reason, I went through this about 5 times to get to this location and not die. And then I get hit with something fairly annoying, but it turned out okay, and you'll see it when I get there.
In position.
Yes. So we finally got through here. Congratulations, everyone. Oh, it's off the map. So I couldn't do anything about those guys. I had to snipe them no matter what. I couldn't get close to them. I can't go around this door or anything like that. I have to go straight for it. So let's go for it. And I know what's coming because I made it here last time and I got bull rushed. Good job. Then this guy shows up. Didn't know there's actually 5 of them. But when I redid this, for whatever reason, it left me here with all those guys gone.
Scott, the palace is yours. Your objective is to find and secure General Ontiveros. Scott, the palace is...
Alright, that's just the same information over again. I died in this section because it's a little difficult.
Rebels converging into position,
Target in
Captain.
sight.
You must hold.
So, this looks fairly simple. It's the start. There's 3 levels. These guys spawn on the top 2. And you just have to clear them out. And the problem is they don't not spawn underneath or over your head exactly. So you're stuck shooting these 2 guys, or the 2 guys on my right, or my current guy, well, I guess they're my right. And then the left, there's 2 more guys, and I can't hit the guys directly above me. So I have to eventually move out of this location, exposing myself to another side. And it's just, it got me killed once, and most of my team dies in this at least once, too.
Captain, I'm hit.
Of course, that's his own damn fault. He just exposed himself to about half of Mexico on that one.
I need it.
He should be okay.
Go and patch up that soldier.
You in the middle.
Now!
Let's drop these guys. You just got up.
He's better in position. Let's go.
Let's send him over there, meat shielded up for me. And you can see I've decided that full auto maybe... Fuck. Full auto is the way to go.
Patch up that soldier.
You notice Ramirez was lying down. He wasn't actually injured or anything like that. Alright, so we have people above me once again.
Not fire on General Ontiveros. Repeat, red light on General Ontiveros. He must be secured alive for Mexican authorities.
Enemy troops breaking.
Soldier needs help. Go!
In position.
We've got General Ontiveros in custody, awaiting orders.
Excellent work. The Marines will take over from here.
He should be okay.
Washington now requests confirmation on the suitcase. Is it in your possession?
That's a negative, General. No suit.
Area clear.
I will be escorted to meet your general so we can discuss the terms.
We've got a signal. Suitcase is moving away from your position.
Negative on your extraction, Mitchell. Washington wants that suitcase first. You gotta suck it up one more time, son.
Captain, advance to the rally point for reinforcements.
Oh my god, just 80 more minutes of fucking talking heads. Alright, so this level's over. Pretty much. But let's go get somebody back.
On me.
Johan! How's it going, buddy? You're back. Missed you. Yep. Apparently death is not the end for Johan here. And as you can see, my weapon options are still limited. Let's accept this and watch for a minute as Johan raps for me silently.
Okay, Scott, proceed to the APC for transfer to the suitcase's most recent position. Man, all this for a suitcase.
Look at that. That's the problem with reanimation right there. They just don't know how to stop afterwards. Yeah, I could move on, but I was kind of impressed by that. So, we've pretty much completed this level. I hope to see everyone next time. Get ready for some really bad plot dialogue and the explanation for the last mission. Bye.
Scott?
Hey, buddy boy. We're almost out of here. Where they got you heading next, partner?
Well, I really don't have anything, at the moment, planned, or I don't really have any,
Hey, buddy. You okay? What's up?
Actually, I do have something that I wanted to...
I always had grave problems with that man, Captain Mitchell. From my earliest days at the Academy, you could say that he never appreciated my talents.
Why don't you put that bird down, you coward? Then we'll see really how talented you are.
No, that would make things too easy, especially since I would expect that you're looking for this. Of course, by the time you retrieve it,
You haven't succeeded yet, Carlos.
Of course I have. Farewell, Mitchell.
I'll save my goodbyes for when I see you, Carlos. And that'll be real soon.
Am I on? Okay. Captain Mitchell, this is the President. After everything you've been through, including saving my life, I have to call on you one last time. NORAD's network security has been breached. 4 of our ICBMs have gone off the grid. Russia and China have itchy fingers and sketchy intel, so they've just raised their security levels. I'd say they're minutes from taking us beyond the point of no return. Mitchell, you must stop Carlos. We're talking about minutes, soldier.